Well, for more insight on the return of Governor Siminalayi Fubara to Rivers State, let's join a public affairs analyst, Otuekong Franklyn Isong. Good morning, Otuekong Franklyn. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Well, with this development now, Governor Fubara is rightfully back to where he belongs. Now, return of Fubara for the political stability in Rivers State. I'd like you to bring us some insights considering the recent crisis between the different power blocks in Rivers State. What does this signify, his return?
Well, I like the language you used. You said the rightful return of the Governor Fubara. Of course, he is the elected governor of the people. He has the mandate of the people of Rivers State to govern for 4 years, and his return will restore peace, restore normalcy, and will ensure that that governance, has taken place democratically. You cannot have the people's mandate with you and you don't execute it. So for us in the civil society groups, we believe that the return of Governor Fubara has rekindled the confidence of the people of the state. And to that extent, there will be peace, there will be stability, and governance will take place democratically.
Well, the next thing that would be on the minds of all Rivers people now would be how he's going to be shaping governance, policy implementation, and delivery of development projects in the state moving forward. I mean, for 6 months, it might seem as though project execution went for a hiatus in Rivers State. How do you think that would be looked into moving forward?
What I would expect the governor to do, if I'm to give an agenda to him, is for him to, convoke a stakeholders conference or stakeholders meeting, and then listen to all the stakeholders, the critical stakeholders from all sectors of the state, and then formulate a policy or formulate a budget, send the budget to the House of Assembly, make it be passed, and then take it up from there. You recall that before the emergency rule was imposed, he found it difficult to present budget to the House of Assembly, hoping that now that he has been returned and the matters have been resolved politically, because there are political issues, they have not been resolved politically, the governance of the state will not be slowed. So he should now, present budget to the House of Assembly that will be passed, and then he will now use the budget to execute projects and ensure that whatever he does is transparent, is accountable. Now, when you do injustice to a particular set of people, you will be breathing crisis. The House of Assembly members are also, supposed to be stakeholders in the governance. They should not be sidelined. And also, the House of Assembly should not also try to outsmart him. The loyalty that they owe is to the people of Rivers State, not to any individual. Both the governor, he owes his loyalty to the people of Rivers State that voted him, as well as the House of Assembly members. So they should now work in synergy to ensure that they deliver governance. They have already lost 6 months. Whether you give it or you take it, they have lost 6 months.
All right.
6 months can never be regained. Now they should be in a speed to recover and meet up what they have already lost in the past 6 months.
All right, Otuekong, before we let you go, there's been the issue of distrust in Rivers State. I mean, when you feel the pulse of the Rivers people, you'd see that they wanted this democratic process to be restored. Now, Fubara in his speech had spoken about that lengthily, trying to soothe the minds of the people of Rivers State as he returns to power and the democratic process. Now, how do you think that public trust and confidence in the state government and its ability to work with all stakeholders for peace can be restored for the real development to thrive?
Well, I think that now that they have tested crisis, they have seen the difference between crisis and peace. When you test crisis, when you test a war situation and you come out of it alive, you will be scared of war for a second time. Now that they have tested that crisis situation and they've all seen how it looks like, they will be now be scared of any action that will take them back to that crisis situation. So I believe that the governor, like I have said earlier, should now be engaging all the critical stakeholders. Every person has a stake in the governance of Rivers State. The past governors, the ministers, the House members, the National Assembly members, they should all work in synergy in order to ensure that governance, is restored and governance takes place. To end a government in a crisis situation is not the best, but to end in a peaceful manner, knowing that after that 4 years, all the persons in the state are your friends, they are your elders, they are your fathers and mothers. So you work with them.
All right.
For me, I think that the governor should work with everyone to ensure that there is peace and stability in the River State.
Thank you very much, Otuekong Franklyn Isong, for speaking to us in the news at 7.